So Wembley will have to wait another year for the Seasiders. Unfortunately, we've gone out of the Emirates FA Cup this afternoon. Disappointing 3-1 loss in the end to Frome Town, who are only the one step above us, as we know. But we were close, and I think it was only really a couple of maybe small errors on our part or getting a little bit tired towards the end that was the difference. How do you feel we came out of today?
Lessons to be learnt, both positive and negatively. We give it a real good go. I think Frome, they had a good game. They had a really, really good game, and we run them close. And the game plan was clear, I think, in the way everyone here, in the way we wanted to play today. We wanted to hold a low block, kill the tempo, make it quite difficult, and try and hurt them on the counter-attack, which was where we think our strengths were. And the game plan would have worked really, really well. I think we conceded at poor times. I think they came at us early, as you'd expect them to do, and we rode that wave. And then we had a spell of dominance, really, for 5 or 10 minutes, but we conceded right at the end of the spell. And it's frustrating because the penalty's been given, and I don't want to comment so much on that decision because without looking at it back, because there was a lot of bodies in and around it.
The general feeling from everyone, including people from the other side, was it was a 50-50. It looked a little bit soft.
Yeah.
They can be given. It was given, and that's where we are with it, really,
which is
isn't it?
fair. I mean, look, there were 3 key penalty decisions in that first half, if you want to call it that one. One on Alex Cam, which I don't think was a penalty, and one on Elliot, actually, right at the end when he's nicked it and the guy's swiped through and he's clipped him and give a goal kick. Now, as a manager, we put him a neutral hat on. Usually you have a good indication, a gut feeling whether it is or isn't. And Elliot's one was a gut feeling yes, and that one was a gut feeling no. And the referee might be right, so I don't want to say he was wrong, but that was just a gut feeling. Anyway, it was done, 1-0 half time. And then we just needed to stay in the game in the second half. And that was the game plan, was to stay in the game, frustrate Frome and get to 70 or 80 minutes and have a go, maybe change shape and have a go. And we shot ourselves in the foot, like conceding within 2 minutes of the second half.
Yep.
And, Glenn knows he should have cleared the ball. He's tried to take a touch and they've nicked it. And it's a lesson to be learned because that's what good teams do. And that's the difference in the levels, is they punished our mistake. And then it was a mountain to climb, but fair play, we kept going. And we had a really good go at them. And when we changed the shape and brought the fresh legs on, we caused them some real problems. We did. We were knocking on the door without carving anything clear, and stayed in it, and scored, obviously, with 6 minutes to go or whatever it was into added time. And then we caused carnage, really. They were hanging on and not hanging on, but they were panicking as such. We caused some disruption, and then we've just thrown everything at it, and we were totally. We were exhausted come the end. We boys couldn't run, and that's when they picked us off. Which they're a good team. They will do that. But we had a right good go at it. We just fell short. I think Frome were the better side. I think they deserved to win the game, but we had no disgrace at all. It shows that we're not far off.
We've played quite a lot of higher opposition this year. Obviously some of that was pre-season, but again, we haven't felt in any of those games that we were a huge distance away from any of these people, and the same again today, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a weird one, isn't it? Because to get out of our league is really, really difficult, but I think we'd be more than competitive in the league above, but getting there is a different matter.
Yep.
And we've proven that in the way we played. I think we're quite unique in the way we play. We tend to frustrate teams, and I was hoping that would suit us today, but fair play, they're an excellent side with real quality, and they did what they needed to do, get over the game, to get over the line and into the next round. But I'm really happy with where we're at, because I think that was a boost for the boys to see that we're not far off. And if that's one of the best teams in the league above, which they are, which they will be, they'll finish right up there, then okay, what have we got to fear in our league? And that's the key takeaway from today, is that the FA Cup journey continues, but I think we're in a good place. I think it's a really good effort, a good performance, and we're just on the wrong side of the result, but there's plenty of positives to move forward with. And now back to league action. I'm not going to use any cliches or whatever, so it's just a different focus. But
we've got the league and we've got the Vars coming in the not too distant future as well, so there's another cup competition to look forward to. So there's plenty in the season still.
Loads to play for, but I'm glad we got a week off. Now we can recuperate and little things. I think today we were totally exhausted the last 6 minutes, and in the FA Cup you can use 3 subs, whereas in the league it's 5, and that would have made a difference if we could got 2 more legs on the pitch. I'm not using that as an excuse, but it just would have helped. But loads of positives. So we go back to league action now, and yeah, we can pick up 3 points next weekend,
Exactly.
then I'd rather that than winning today, which I know the club won't agree with, but that's got to be our focus now.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.